He's like a cybernetic wrestler. Yeah.
Well, it's the kind of cybernetics that are entirely stupid. Like, if you're watching this on YouTube, there's like this picture of Nick Bluetooth with some dumb airplane hands.
That
And, like,
sucks ass.
the biggest thigh gap in the world. Like, Jesus Christ.
Glinch the fly. Glinch.
I can see why this couldn't save Lego at the time, and Bionicle did. Hey, it's the Rebel Taxi Almost Christmas Pizza Party podcast, and I'm making a video on the Lego movies, the 4 of them, theatrically. Who are you people?
I'm Def Pino. Let's talk about our people.
I'm Jake Neutron. I still do FNF.
I'm Jesse, the wrestler.
Yeah, who are you, Jesse, and what do you wrestle?
I am a current pro wrestler in training of the greater New York area. And Halloween, I dressed up as Pan to get kicked in the face.
Is there anything that people can like look you up for? You know, it's like who, like, so people can understand what you do visually.
So recently, I've been getting more into the whole Twitter thing, where it's first base. So I mean, people could look me up at Left Trigger 64 at Twitter, or
Link
on
below.
my Instagram, stuff like that. Or you could, if you want more, stuff. I am promoting my wrestling company, Remarkable Wrestling, which we're having a show on December 16th called How Soon Is Now. So,
Where that at?
And how soon is now?
well, the show. Oh, hold on. These are pictures of my cats. Why am I looking at that? The current show at the moment will be at 28th between 39th at 129th 8th Street at College Point, New York.
Yeah.
Usually like 8 p.m. bell time, stuff like that. It's gonna be a banger, like the kids say.
Yeah.
What are we to expect?
We got, as the main event, you got former WCW Cruiserweight Champion Juventud Guerrera going against my guy Gabriel Sky for the title. Just recently, he and my boy Tristan went up against the Workhorsemen in Maine, and they got the ever-lifting poop kicked out of them.
Oh,
But it was a banger, and should be up like around the time this stuff comes out. Like, it should be up on IWTV, but right now it's just like all over Twitter right now because they just killed each other.
Oh, literally.
this goes out on Friday. Yeah.
I mean, he's still alive, but it's
no.
like one of those things where you're in there one time, but you're not the same the next.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got murdered and then brought back to life. I get it.
Yeah. That happens. Get like wrestled into the face. Horrible things happen. Yeah.
I do know when it comes to like wrestling stuff, this is not about wrestling. Pan likes to do the BattleBot stuff. He likes to look at that shit.
BattleBots. I don't know nothing about BattleBots, but I was in Vegas and I saw one and it was like, damn, this is wild.
I didn't even know they still made that shit.
Yeah, it's apparently WB's most popular not WB, Discovery's most popular show on Discovery Channel.
Interesting. So none of the house flipper stuff.
Yeah, flip this.
You ever made any of that shit when you were younger? Like those robot Technics things? I think that's what they're called.
I'm not technical. I had a Bionicle. That counts.
What about you, Jake? What about you, Nay?
Bionicles.
What do you build?
I remember my school was really big with their own little robotics program where they had like the little Lego robots they used to build to have like pickup balls or something.
Yeah.
But that was like really big in my college, not at my high school and middle school.
Were you in the robot group?
I went to one class. I told I had to use a computer to program it, and I was like, I just want to build Legos.
Yeah,
and I
fuck
left.
that shit. I want all my damn Legos. I'm making a movie on a video on all 4 Lego movies. People are like, why don't you talk about the Bionicles? It's like, I'll talk about it some other time. Bionicle.
Yeah, why don't you talk about the Bionicles game on PS2? Come on, man.
I gotta buy Uncle honk honk. Woo woo.
Well, Pan and I were watching the very first short film, Lego short film. You may have seen it, called Jack Stone. And like, what was his catchphrase again?
If we can fix it or something. I don't know. He did that.
But it's can do, will do.
Yeah, will
And I think that's all they recorded of him.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, something's wrong with him where he can only say those words like a parrot, and like the whole town just catches fire or floods every like 10 minutes. It's like living in Florida or something, and this guy's the only one keeping this town afloat.
Like literally, there was like some house fire or something, and apparently his genius move was to pick up the whole building with like a crane and put it into the water.
Yeah, sorry if you got electronics in there.
And it's like you could have just had a ladder to get her down. But also, how
Can do, will do in the butt.
how do fires happen in a town of plastic?
Oh man, I don't know. They'll melt regardless. However that works.
Oh, it's plastic fire.
Their blood's flammable. That's how it works.
Oh god, I don't want to be a Lego man then.
Yeah.
Speaking of like characters in Lego, the picture you just sent me, you just like unlocked like this hidden memory of you guys ever heard of Galidor?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was supposed to save Lego, and it did not. It didn't do shit for Lego.
Galidor was a big thing in our friend group because we used to like to glitch things all the time because you get glitch things and to get together.
Glitch?
Oh yeah, there he is.
What is
What's a
glitching?
The whole gimmick of Galidor was you could take any of the figures and you could like put them together. You glitch them together.
I don't want to get glitched. Oh no!
You're saying the word that we don't know. What's glitch? Is that word they use?
That's their word they use to like add parts of different things to other parts. So if you
we glitch your kind around these parts.
like you could put Nick. It's like you could put Nick Bluetooth's head on this robot and he's glitching.
Wait, his name is Nick Bluetooth?
His name is Nick Bluetooth. Yes,
What?
sirree.
That name sucks ass.
These are so fucking scary. I'm sorry.
Nick Bluetooth?
I think I still have some of these toys.
What a shitty fucking name.
It's a backyard wrestler name. He
God.
has like a Neo gimmick.
He's like a cybernetic wrestler. Yeah.
Well, it's the kind of cybernetics that are entirely stupid. Like if you're watching this on YouTube, there's like this picture of Nick Bluetooth with some dumb airplane hands.
That sucks
like,
ass.
The biggest thigh gap in the world. Like Jesus Christ.
Glitch to fly. Glitch.
I could see why this couldn't save Lego at the time, and Bionicle did.
Well, I like in the graphic design on the top right-hand corner, it's just like a heavily photoshopped face of Nick not smiling, covered in shadows.
Yeah, that's all he got. Worry about the shadows later.
Nick Bluetooth glitch so Bionicles could fly.
Why not just like Nick? There has to be a lamer name like Nick Wi-Fi password. Yeah.
I once
I
even...
just don't understand. Why is he built like that?
Well, he has to like move, and I guess all the pieces have to work with each other, so they have to be stupid.
Yeah, I remember this aired on like Fox Kids, and I was like, man, I'm gonna see what's on Kids WB. I ain't watching this.
The real kid's like face in the corner of like the product's art.
It's very scary. Like it's the fifth member of the Backstreet Boys, but he's not allowed to record or sing or sign his name, but he's there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just like Joey Fatone. True that.
It's very jarring to see, because like if I look at this, I look at Galidor and look at all this, it's like, oh, this is just a toy from an off-brand Target. That's what it is. Like, oh no, it's Lego. Because
surprisingly, they got Drew Struzan to make the poster for Galidor, the guy that makes all the movie posters from the 80s.
My favorite thing about Galidor is the
You have a favorite thing?
Yeah, actually I do. My favorite is the villain. His name is Gorm.
Gorm and Nick Bluetooth. Maybe it's just the names.
I'm looking up the actor for Nick Bluetooth on IMDb from the show, and he's still getting work. He's in the Are You Afraid of the Dark TV show, the new one from Nickelodeon. And a bunch of stuff I never heard of.
Honk if you've been to Gorm's lair. Honk honk.
I just looked up some more Galidor stuff, and someone just made their own version of it. It looks way more Lego.
Yay.
The Galidor fan base is still thriving.
Is it?
I mean, it could be.
No, it isn't. Stop lying.
If you're a Galidor fan, comment under
No.
the
They got-
video. I'm a
Any Galidor
fan.
fan got their ass kicked by Bionicle fans.
Apparently, in one of the search results, Nick Bluetooth, this is like the image they have of him. It's like, are you good, Nick?
Oh wow.
When the Bluetooth fails to connect.
I'm gonna read some of the tweets. How the Glinch do I transfer these VHS tapes? Hell.
Oh.
glitching to heaven.
Oh gosh, this is scary as hell. I always think about fan bases for things that got like less than a season or like a season. It's like, how do you still have things to talk about?
Oh, it reminds me when I covered this one PS2 game, and I found that there was a Discord for it, and it was like a Discord of like 10 people, like maybe 16 people. And it's like, damn, what do you guys do all day?
Glitch.
It's like,
Just glitch around.
Just
yeah,
glitch.
glitching around. So it's cool we got useful info, but it's like, damn, what's going on? We're just gonna glitch to ourselves, I see.
I probably still have these parts in like a big ass Lego container. I was like, yeah, just throw it in there. I'll figure it out later.
Yeah. Nobody wanted this.
But have you ever had a toy like that, Pan? Where it's like, I don't remember this show, but I have the toy for it. Like Butt Ugly
I
Martians.
mean, usually it's for like a Burger King toy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's like, you know, you just get some random promotional toy. Like, you know what? You know what I've realized about Burger King toys and McDonald's toys? The toys were free because it was marketing. It was all a lie. It was just there to, like, sell you on a product, a better version of that same product.
Well, sometimes it's nice. Like, whenever Nintendo or Pokemon has... Wait. Whenever when... it was like this time and last time. Whenever they promoted Pokemon and Pokemon the movie, they're like, have some free cards. So that's cheap, but also you can resell it, I guess.
Hell yeah, they gave me some, like, I remember going to McDonald's for, like, some Yu-Gi-Oh! Promotion, and I got Slime Frog, or some shitty-ass, like, card that ain't worth shit. Who the hell wants Slime Frog? Slime Frog Yu-Gi-Oh! Hang on. Gotta find that card. Yes, there he is, that bastard. Slime Toad is what his name was. He sucks. Or Frog the Jam. I don't know which version I'm looking at.
Which version are you looking at? You haven't sent anything.
Well, it's called Frog the Jam or Slime Toad. There's two versions of the same card, assuming anyone cares enough to make two versions of it. It's not like he has any cool effects or anything. What does this guy offer? Nothing. He's useless. Fuck.
If you have both versions of the card, you can sell them in a pack, going like,
Yeah.
you have this variant and the other one.
Yeah, the Slime Frog edition. Kids love the slime. Yeah.
My favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card will always be D-Boys.
D-Boys?
D-Boys?
Yeah, it's just a group of guys. You know, they're just D-Boys. You know, you flip,
D-Boy.
you can get a special summon at any number of D-Boys from your deck.
Oh, yeah, these guys rule. I love them. The D-Boys.
1,000 defense, 100 attack, 1 star.
Hell yeah. They got it, yeah. They're good at hiding and cowering. They're not good at fighting. They're just... they act cool, but they'll just, like, avoid any sort of conflict.
Well, it should have been like at least 3 stars because there's 3 of them, you know?
No. Nah.
They're doing whippets while you're freaking Blue Eyes White Dragon is just destroying the player fields,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, man, they're doing flips on their damn Razor scooters.
I always like in the anime, they don't have that fine print text. Like, you're just supposed to memorize all
It's
the
just
things it
numbers,
can do.
you know? It's just... It makes it easier for the audience to look at. Like, as a kid, I was just, like, watching the Yu-Gi-Oh! Show and just, like, saying, oh, I got that card, look at this! And it's like, damn, I was programmed by the fucking marketing team just to, like, basically soy jack myself watching Yu-Gi-Oh!
I think that kind of worked with
Yeah.
Pokemon. Because, like, in middle school, I played, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Games with people and whatnot. And people would have Pokemon cards,
Yeah.
but no one bothered learning how to play them. So we just kind of looked at them.
True,
And traded them with each
I was
other.
the same. I was like, yeah, Pokemon cards look awesome. Don't know how to play. Like, the concept of designing cards is a fun idea, but I'm like, dang. Because for MomoCon, I might have, like, just a small 6-pack of just cards to promote the Loki IRL pilot, and I'm like, there's a description for these characters, but there's no gameplay. So sad. If only I knew how to make a card game. Oh well.
Well, it's kind of like between Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh! Does have, games.
Yeah.
But people prefer the card game. And Pokemon, they have cards. People just want to play the game instead.
Pokemon's got some real games, even though they run like garbage.
Like the Pokemon trading card game, only on Game Boy Color.
Yeah, that'll teach me how to play.
Or the Digimon games.
Digimon.
Remember those?
Digimon Monsters? Digimon Champions? Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
And I didn't play that. I didn't have a PS1 growing up.
Did you play any card games, Jake, growing up?
No, I feel like we've also had this conversation before on if I've played any card games, and I've said No, I didn't understand them.
Well, surely you played Duel Masters. Remember Duel Masters?
No.
Yay.
I never bought them, but I have them for some reason.
Oh, Nesca bought me a ton of those too. Like they were for real cheap, just a whole box of those. I probably have like 1,000 Duel Master cards right here, and I don't know how to play it. I don't know who else wants to play it, but I got them.
The artwork is like very cool. You know what I mean? Like it's just very cool, and that's kind of it.
It's far grittier than the show would make it seem. The show was like this weird fan dub or like a bridge series sort of thing.
You know, the original run apparently lasted for 23 years.
Of Duel Masters?
Yeah, the most recent one ending this year.
What the fuck? Like the card game or the show?
Yep. The series and the card game and the show.
Duel Masters list of episodes. Hang on.
So they have a couple of anime TV series and a couple of anime films. This newest season apparently is 2016 to 20. Wait, no, the newest season is 2017 to 2022. So this is still going. This has fans.
What the fuck?
Kind of spectacular.
I'm sure someone in the comments could enlighten us about how cool the Duel Masters stuff is, but like,
what the fucky wucky?
It feels like something that they would have in a show. Like they're making fun of Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon, but they can't say the actual name or want to, so they said the Duel Champions or Card Masters.
They sort of had a rebrand spin-off called Kaijudo Rise of the Duel Masters, which was on the Hub channel.
It could happen.
The Hub channel.
Remember the Hub channel?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's where Dan Versus was.
And the ponies.
And My Little Pony.
Yeah.
And Rest.
Rest?
Oh boy.
The rest. The others.
The other shows that aren't Dan Versus.
Whatever they are.
Doogie Howser MD.
Transformers.
Littlest Pet Shop.
Littlest Pet Shop. That's
the Aquabat Super Show.
Strawberry Shortcake, I believe.
Isn't Hub directly owned by Hasbro or something?
And they gave up on it.
Then why didn't Dan Versus get any toys?
Because they were a bunch of fucking assholes.
Oh, I just searched up Dan Versus toys and it looks like some people made their own.
Hasbro ain't no bro of mine.
If you look on screen right now, this person made a
those
very
are
good.
pretty good.
Oh yeah, that looks really
These
good.
would cost $80.
Yeah.
Like a Neko rebrand.
Nice. This show's too obscure for toys.
I think the eyes are a little funny.
Yo, this person's really into Tinkerbell.
Hell yeah, isn't everybody?
Oh no.
My stepmom was really into Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
I think they're just into fairies because it looks like they have some other fairy stuff in the back. Oh, this person has progress photos and everything. This is like,
oh man, yeah. Just their heads. That's all they need.
well, clay, like painting clay and all that stuff is like hard work and very
this is
tedious.
ridiculous. I'm looking up Duel Masters. So many spin-offs. What the fuck is this? Who watched this shit?
I remember falling out of Yu-Gi-Oh around when they started doing motorcycles.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? It's a bit too silly for me.
You know what would be cool? Motorcycles with tentacles. Just like the movie Monster Trucks.
Monster Trucks? The monsters in the truck? Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Monster Trucks. Remember Monster Trucks, Daft? It was about... It's self-explanatory premise, but it's about monsters in the truck.
The squid thing that they had to rebrand the monster's face because it kept scaring kids originally.
Yeah. It was awesome. That movie sucked ass. It was okay.
Meet Creech.
Duel.
Are you gonna meet him?
Yeah, I'll
On
meet
January
him, beat
13th,
him
meet
if
him.
I want to.
I've came across I remember like one like I think I still have it.
What?
I was going through Facebook and they're like, "Hey, I'm getting rid of this backpack," and it was like a Monster Trucks backpack, and I was like, "Where can I find this?" And they just gave it to me.
Whoa.
And it's a Monster Truck backpack. I don't know where it is, but I'll probably like send it like later. But it's like this like very vinyl-y like backpack like elementary school kids are supposed to wear. But
Is it based on the movie or is it just Monster Trucks in general?
It's the movie with
Hell
Creech and everything.
Oh yeah.
Is it like a weird trace over of a 3D object? Where it's like, I know you didn't draw this by
It was like
yourself.
promotion, like they took the promotional poster, put it on there, and just Monster Trucks, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, somebody cares.
Man, I thought they would try, like whenever we I think we talked about this last time, when they have Jimmy Neutron, but like they don't use 3D renders, they have like a weird trace over of him, and it's like, that looks
Ew,
a bit
yeah,
weird.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's
In
him.
general, like, I don't know. Honestly, the monster trucks premise is a good idea because I remember watching the Venom movie, and the best part of the Venom movie was the part where the guy Eddie Brock, it's on his motorcycle, and then like he has Venom on his motorcycle, and Venom makes like tentacles on the thing, and it's like I have this weird obsession with like, damn, cars but with tentacles fighting each other would be kind of really cool. You ever get that feeling?
I can kind of see that.
Yeah, some people want to fly, other people just want tentacles on their vehicles and just have them attack each other.
I think if monster trucks released in like 2005, like at the height of, I know it's not, is it Nickelodeon? It is Nickelodeon. It's like, yeah, Paramount Animation, whatnot, Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
If this was 2005, this movie would have sold bank.
Yeah.
Like just above making its budget back for them to make a straight
Yeah.
DVD sequel starring a celebrity at the time.
It would have starred Frankie Muniz and Amanda Bynes. Yeah.
It would definitely have a Game Boy Advance game with it too.
Yeah. It'd be just a ripoff of Excite Bike or something. Yeah, Mode 7 Racing or whatever. However, anything works on the Game Boy.
Whoever the developers would have been,
THQ.
they probably would have. It would have been THQ, and they would have subcontracted to someone who has like a very nice engine, and they're like, "Can I make an original game?" And they say, "No, you got to make monster trucks."
It'd be like the most
that
graphically
engine.
impressive Game Boy Advance game ever. 3D polygons on GBA. That's what it could have
A
been.
little chiptune version of Lonely Boy playing in the background, but it's like very compressed.
Lonely Boy.
Oh my god, Thomas Lennon mentioned on his Twitter in 2022, so just sometime I guess, he is still under contract for 2 sequels of Monster Trucks.
Well,
like,
they gotta do it.
Oh no.
For a second, I thought you said John Lennon, and I was like,
Oh
wow.
How
no.
did I get him?
Pow. Pow.
Wait.
Goo goo. Pow.
wait, who the hell is this? Oh, so it's not even like the main character; it's just the geologist.
Yeah, they got they gotta make a sequel to
What?
Monster Truck all because the geologist signed up for it. Yes.
I'm trying to. I went to the source and it just didn't. It just links me to a very old article, and it's like surely this is like a tweet or something, right? Because it says literally right here, mentioned on his Twitter account. Did someone asking him going like, "Would you ever do more Monster Truck movies?" And he just had like no emojis, no further clarification. I'm still under contract. Like he's not excited. Is like they still here.
Yep, he's gotta do it.
But speaking of sequels, I guess James Cameron already has plans for Avatar
Hell
6 and 7.
yeah,
7.
I'm excited.
Goodness.
People say that these movies, the first Avatar, has no cultural relevance, but look, when it comes out, you can bet it's gonna be the most popular, biggest movie of all time.
Well, there was that fact I saw today, Pan, that apparently the Avatar: The Last Airbender people wanted to call the show Avatar, but in 2004, apparently James Cameron already had the rights to the word Avatar,
What the fuck?
and so they had to change it to Avatar: The Last Airbender. So even before the film released, it was still fucking over the Avatar people.
Damn, what the hell? Cameron's been just working on this forever. Well, yeah, that makes okay, yeah, because he has been working on it forever. Because I remember watching the episodes of Attack of the Show and them saying, "Yo, James Cameron's is still working on pre-production for this movie called Avatar, whatever that's gonna be." And Battle Angel Alita, yeah.
And he said, quote, "I'd be 89 by then," for
Oh,
the
yeah.
movie 7.
The
Obviously,
man's-
yeah.
Yeah, the man's proud of his OCs, you know? Just let him have his Avatar movies.
He says, obviously, I'm not going to be able to make Avatar movies indefinitely. The amount of energy required, I'd have to train somebody.
Oh, man.
Because I don't care how smart you are as a director, you don't know how to do
Yeah.
this.
You
It's
don't
like,
trust nobody.
is there a science?
This ain't your movie, pal. This is
to Avatar
my
movies?
movie.
Imagine 7 Avatar movies go by, and like the next one that was made by someone else, everyone just loves way
Oh.
more. Just like way more.
Damn.
And everyone quotes it, everyone has t-shirts. Like that's the one that people appreciate the most.
Yeah, this guy...
And then James Cameron dies immediately.
No! Someone perfected his characters. No.
I think by 6 or 7, like Avatar 6 and 7, it's just like, are we gonna go to different planets? Is Jake Sully
is
dying?
Sam Worthington making his comeback?
Is Sigourney Weaver coming back too?
I'm checking IMDb. Like, my man Sam Worthington, my favorite bland actor that was popular in the 2010s and nobody remembers. Let's see. No, what? Is he not in Avatar 2? What the fuck? No! Sam Worthington!
I kind of expect this series to be like very like gimmick movies. I feel like in one of these movies they're gonna be like in New York City, and they gotta go back to their world.
Yeah, back to Earth. Let's see, Zoe Saldana. She'll be back in. She'll be back in the new movie, right? She's in the new one, right? No.
Sigourney Weaver's coming back. Sam Worthington, Zoe
Not on
Saldana,
IMDb.
Stephen Lang.
No, they're not. They're not written in any of the IMDb's. No, they're all gone.
I feel like the third or fourth Avatar movie, they're gonna try and advertise it like the Final Fantasy movie, where it's like it's all CGI. There's no humans.
There's no. They don't even have the best character, Norm from Avatar, the one that was played by the nerd from Grandma's Boy. He's not back either. What the fuck is this? What? Who's gonna see the sequel? If he's not. Oh wait, yes, Norm is in the sequel. Norm is in the IMDb for the sequel. Yes.
Oh
We
my
love
god.
to see it.
Yes. People say none of the you can't name a single character from Avatar, but I can. Norm was a character.
His name is Norm Spellman.
Yeah, Norm.
Which one was Norm?
He was. He played an asshole character that was like, I don't know. Point is, he was the guy from Grandma's Boy.
He said very racist things
Yeah.
about blue people. Like James Cameron had to meticulously look up slurs and how they hurt people, and he had to make them for blue people in
I can't tell if
Avatar.
you're serious or not.
He spent at least a good better half of October in 2007 going, I need to think of slurs.
Yeah.
I need to think how to make blue
Yeah.
people angry. And no one made him do that, but that's why he's the
You
greatest
just gotta
filmmaker
like
alive.
find some
Just call them Smurfs?
You gotta just like find some words that sound offensive but aren't actually.
Like what, Pan?
Yeah, Pan.
I don't know.
Jake, do you know any?
You collider. You I don't know.
Do I know any slurs for blue people?
No, what Pan said, things that sound like slurs but are not.
Things that sound like
Like
slurs but are
words
not.
or- Yeah,
Sonic fan.
Yeah.
great stuff. Love that.
Poison Ivy.
Mhm.
Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
They're plants, right?
You know what? I'm gonna hard transition to the next topic. I'm just gonna like hard transition.
Avatar 2.
The last episode of Craig of the Creek was written December 2nd.
All right.
no.
So, how many other Cartoon Network originals are going on? How many? Like, list them all. Like, all 20 or so. How many are there?
So next year, the only originals they'll have is Teen Titans
W.
Go and We Baby Bears.
Well, Teen Titans Go is WB, and Baby Bears is, I guess, their only show.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
really the new
unless
show?
new shows.
Like that, Craig and the Creek.
Yep.
Well, Craig and Creek will
Oh,
be
yeah,
ending,
yeah, obviously.
Did that
so it's just We Baby Bear.
that Summer Camp Island show like end yet?
Canceled.
Did they finish
Bummer,
airing that final
Camp
season?
Island.
Because I have not heard about it.
So it's to be determined.
Oh.
They finished it. Like from what is described, they finished it. Like the episodes are done. They're just kind of going like, I don't know.
Yeah. Craig of the Creek was really.
Cartoon Network's,
Even the creator doesn't know.
Cartoon Network's in a little weird limbo place. They have shows that are in production that are like
hmm
they're apparently really exciting. Just it's a wonder of when they come out. If they are really good, is Cartoon Network going to keep them going
I
or
don't know what's going on with animation anymore.
And this actually brings us into a great little chat. Actually had little chats in the server that we have, the rebeltaxi official rebeltaxi server. You can see in the comments right there.
Yeah?
Well, we were talking about discrepancies in the American Dad stuff from last episode.
What happened?
So, I'll read you this from the Man Show. Devpina is technically correct that in season 19 of American Dad is the last season to be renewed through as of now, and the future past season 19 is unclear. However, I'm reading this verbatim, by the way. While some places have the current listing as season 19, Wikipedia, others have it listed as season 17, Hulu. TV shows sometimes have discrepancies based on a certain amount of episodes aired in the production code, and American Dad has a nasty one, with the debated length of the first season and a, quote, season 11 consisting of 3 episodes.
Ooh.
However, this is a lot. Going through older articles and news releases and cross-referencing them with dates and timelines, don't ask, I'm working on my own thing. Well, it looks like Daft, that's me, might have been basing this info on the season discrepancy when the current season is indeed 19. However, It looks as though the renewals for season 18-19 are based on the season discrepancy, when the current season is 17. So in actuality, based on the season discrepancy Daft is utilizing, the show is set to run until season 21.
What?
Do you get that?
No. Explain it in a simple way.
They're figuring it out.
Basically, depending if you watch on Hulu or on TV, what season is matched with what episode is completely different, and it's kind of a mess. Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, who's the person that
And so it's like
said all that stuff?
the Dan the Man show. He took some time, and I said to him, "Thank you for bringing this up. I'll mention this next episode."
I recognize that person. Hi, Dan the Man.
Dan the man.
Say hi.
He really is the man.
Infinity Train creator Owen Dennis is working with
Yeah.
CBS now after being burned by WB.
Oh yeah, CBS, all their classic animations, all their classic cartoons. What CBS got?
The Harper House.
What's that?
Harper. Oh wait, I like the Harper House.
The two.
What? Who?
Those two Stephen Colbert shows.
Ew.
The Harper House was like a show on Paramount Plus, wasn't
You know the ones, Pan.
No.
I think it was. Was it created by Brad Neely?
Oh, it looks like Brad Neely's Scorpio PPO.
Oh, it was Brad Neely. Yeah, it didn't feel like his humor.
So
I don't know. It just didn't feel like. I never watched it though.
I don't think anyone watched this. What is this? Harper House? Paramount Plus?
Yeah, it's a cute show. I remember watching the whole season and being like, "Oh man, I know this isn't gonna get another season."
Oh man.
Because of where it was.
Hey, we said that about Chicago Party Ant, but she proved us wrong.
She's bad.
Yeah, I guess you're right, but like I remember immediately looking it up. It was canceled.
Oh man.
Well, you know what else is on Paramount Plus?
Huh.
What?
Star Trek Lower Decks. We're talking about anime.
Young Sheldon.
I know you're the surprisingly biggest fan that I know of Star Trek Lower Decks.
Star Trek Lower Decks is fucking awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Name one thing.
Name one thing. What?
Yeah. Go
Mariner
on.
is an awesome character. I mean, awesome lead. What was the fucking the white boy's name?
Awesome.
Boimler.
That was the question, and you answered it. That was the one thing. I didn't say it was good. I didn't say it was bad. That was the one thing.
I love all the characters. I think they're on hiatus right now.
Maybe. I feel like that is their show. You know what I mean? Like if TBS has like American Dad as like a long running thing, this Disney has The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Paramount is gonna hold on to Star Trek as long as they can.
They got like
Almost
10
definitely.
spin-offs going on. I don't watch any single one of
Yeah,
those.
they have so many Star Trek shows that are like still currently being updated for different age ranges and different genres. I mean, they're all sci-fi, but like it's the difference between having like a 3D animated kid show and like a 2D animated adult show and just IRL, real live action general audience. I don't know what it is. I've never watched the Star Trek only. Lower Decks is the only one that I actually watch.
Yeah, they have the first series, the animated series. They have Next Generation. They have Voyager. They have the 2000s one that had like a very interesting song choice. I can't remember. I think that's called Star Trek Enterprise. You had Star Trek Discovery. You had Picard. Strange New World. Prodigy.
I don't know.
Continues.
That's enough. I don't know. I didn't watch any of these.
It's basically going, instead of shooting the thing, let's talk to it.
Lame. Watch the J.J. Abrams movies instead, bitch.
The way better, way more
Yeah, they got
interesting.
explosions.
I actually have the Star Trek NES game because I saw the AVGN play it, and I was like, I'm gonna
No,
get that too.
I
and it's
played the
boring.
Star Trek arcade game. Actually, there was two. I was in Las Vegas at this place called Pinballs Arcade. It's literally a big sign that says Pinballs. It's just a 2-story, 3-story sign that says Pinballs anyway. So there's one that's an arcade shooter like Time Crisis or whatever. But there's another one where you're basically sitting in a seat and you're like a commander and you're just like commanding your little Atari Vectrix circular thing and just shooting other shapes. That was kind of cool. I'm sure people in the 70s thought it was amazing or whatever year this was.
I think it was the 70s. I think Star Trek finished in the late 60s because they only had 3 seasons. They kind of said, well, there's a bunch of space
Yeah.
stuff, and Pan's getting bored.
Sleepy time.
So we need to wrap up for a break. We need to do a quick little break so Pan could get some energy drink, drink some Red Bull.
Yeah.
Or wait, he can't legally drink Red Bull. He's not contractual.
Possibly sponsored by Noob Energy. We haven't actually worked that out, but go out there and get some Noob Energy from Spencer's and FYE Video. Noob Energy.
Wait, you haven't worked out a deal yet, but you're
No.
advertising the Noob.
I'm future proofing this video. You know, it's the packaging Noob Energy. It's very Y2K friendly. It looks super techno-y. It fits my vibe. Get it at Spencer's.
What if it falls through though?
I don't know. Point is, it's a nice package.
He's still gonna drink it.
Yeah, I like the green one. It's strawberry kiwi or whatever the green flavored is. Sounds good.
But Pan, what other flavors are there?
There's a citrus blue, and that's it. There's only 2 flavors. They're fairly new, but it's like, yeah,
2 flavors.
gotta get that. Gotta get more flavors and different colors. Because honestly, just look up the packaging to Noob Energy, and you'll see, like, yeah, this is so my vibe.
We'll always slurp down into Flavor Town. We're gonna take a quick little
Right.
break.
Bye.
Yeah.
BRB.
BRB.
Go.
We're always in our clubhouse getting high. Super fuckers. Everybody wishes we would die. Super fuckers. Here we come like a bomb. Everybody.
Hey, questions. If anybody has a question, be sure to start out with the word question so it's easier to find, and post that question in the YouTube comments of this YouTube video or in the Q&A section of our Discord. And what's our first question?
Rennie the Space Guy says, question for everyone. If you needed to assassinate every member of the Scooby Gang one by one, in what order would you take them out?
Oh, you just to cut the
my
brakes.
God.
You're done. One and done.
No, they said it has to be one by one.
It takes forever.
Who'd you start with?
I don't hate them
Fred's
enough
first.
to do
Fred's
that.
first.
Okay, hold on. Okay, Nay says Fred. Okay,
Yeah, the
why?
smart ones. You got to kill the smart ones first.
Fred's not smart.
Well, okay. Well, he has the van, and they can't drive. No one else can drive.
See,
Okay, so Fred's got to go
I
first.
feel like the appropriate the appropriate order would be Velma, Shaggy, Fred, Scooby, and then Daphne.
Daphne would just be wondering where everyone went. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Just yes, kill the smart ones first.
You gotta hit them when they don't expect it, because Freddy needs to be taken out quick because he'll make a trap. Velma would be the only one to be able to figure it out. Scooby and Shaggy are too wild cardish. You have to take them out as soon as you're able. And then, Daphne, all she knows is, she knows karate, I guess. But like, at that point, her friends are dead, so.
You can just play dumb and it's
So-
like, let's go search for your dead teammates. And she's like,
no.
dead? Ah. Ruh-roh.
Red.
Yeah, and then he died in an explosion.
That's the fun part.
Question for Jake. Dingo-ringo.
Ah!
Yeah, sorry to surprise you. Do you want to try that again?
Oh, okay.
Question for Jake.
Ah!
Is it me? Or did Timmy Turner's personality in the first Jimmy Timmy Power Hour seem a little off? Like, when did he ever say the word toots? Or toots?
He's kind of look. Everyone on Fairly Odd Parents was a misogynist, you know.
I can kind of see it, but I know that at least with those, it might have been some crew members that were more known for making those kind of jokes that were more involved in Jimmy Timmy Power Hour. So sometimes characters would say things that were a little but then again, both Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents were known for making jokes at the expense of girls.
Yeah. Why did Butch Hartman hate women?
That's what we all want to know.
I guess it's kind of akin to the Family Guy writers trying to write The Simpsons in their episodes.
Oh no!
Or that episode about the show.
What happened? I don't remember that episode at all.
They
I
were
remember.
meaner.
Yeah, they're
It was very
assholes.
un-Simpsons-like, you know?
Yeah, when I think of a simp, that is not what I think of.
No.
I know that between Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron, I'm pretty sure that Fairly Odd Parents would make jokes at the expense of girls, and then kind of leave it at that. While Jimmy Neutron, whenever they were the kind of show that was starting to try and be progressive with it, where if a character made a joke about a girl being lame, they'd instantly be proven wrong, because the girls in the show were smart and would typically kick Jimmy's ass.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, those are always fun. Whenever Jimmy would fuck up, like, murdering the whole town, and everyone just beat him up. Like, everyone in town, even his dad, goes, Jimmy, didn't have to do this, but not letting you get arrested.
see, I know you're joking, but
Oh.
there was an episode where everybody was hunting him down, including his dad.
What the
So
fuck did he do?
he sent the whole world into an ice age.
Oh yeah, that happens.
Oh, caribou. They're hunting for caribou.
Yeah, ooh,
Yeah,
caribou.
whatever those are.
You think the U.S. government would have already like assassinated Jimmy Neutron by now?
Please, yeah, someone's gonna
No.
stop him. Stop where he stands.
The U.S. government is not only super aware of Jimmy Neutron, but would often commission him to help.
Oh, it's like a Rick and Morty kind of thing, but Jimmy's actually
True.
happy to help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is, like, been canon since the movie. Like,
Enema of the
just know he
State.
exists.
It's like we tried killing him, so that didn't work. So I guess we just gotta work with him.
The enemy of my enemy is my neutron.
I'm assuming it would look bad if they tried to neutralize Jimmy Neutron, plus, like,
no.
that kind of genius would be a weird thing to waste. So
Yeah.
they're just like, he's a kid. He probably likes us still. Like,
We can use him to build stuff.
I feel like the FBI would take the term brain blast to a whole new level.
Uh-oh. Just like JFK.
oh no.
Brain blast.
Yeah. So long, Mr. President.
Speaking of being blasted, Kelly Mal seeking Bao. Guess they won't. They guess they don't want to talk about Mao Mao's cancellation. That wasn't a question. That's just we should talk about Mao's cancellation.
I thought it canceled forever ago.
Yeah,
I thought that was like silent cancel.
because I thought they finished it in 2020, and no one just asked. They're like, "Hey, we still."
Yeah.
Yeah, they had, like, a season just floating around, and we're not releasing it.
We just accepted it.
And maybe it was released on HBO Max, but I do know it was one of the
No.
many shows
Lol.
that was pulled from HBO Max.
Oh.
It's like that, like, next season that they announced such a long while ago, they still have not released anywhere.
Oh,
Anywhere!
it'll come out eventually.
You gotta find yourself. It's somewhere in the Arizona desert.
Somewhere.
You know, as
Gotta go
shitty
to-
as HBO Max has been to animation,
Warner Brothers headquarters and, like, eat the tape.
the only good thing they've done is actually give their streaming service an actual animation tab.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
remember what Warner Brothers had? They had a DC streaming service for DC stuff,
Oh yeah.
and it's like,
Who wants that?
why'd you guys do that? Marvel didn't do that.
Damn. Yeah. It's like, come on. Who wants this? Like, wasn't there like a what was that show? Stargate? They had their own streaming service.
I think so. Stargate?
Yeah, for all the Stargate fans that wanted a very specific streaming service.
Finally,
It sounds exactly like the Jeremy Rayner app.
Yeah, true.
What's he up to? We got him.
Somebody wants that.
get your latest Stargate updates.
Who wants the Rebel Taxi app? Just see what shitty doodles I'm doodling. Don't go on Twitter. Go on the app.
Question for everyone. So this is everyone kind of thing.
Yeah.
By Fire JJ7, what is the most rip-off show of all time?
Most ripoff show? Gotta think. What show's just
Coconut Fred's Fruit Salad Island.
like Jimmy Neutron's a ripoff of Dexter?
What's that one show
Mm-hmm.
Liza Koshy did that feels like a ripoff of Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
Liza on Demand? Is it that one?
I think so.
Was she on Demand?
It was not a good show.
I never heard of it though. I had to look it up.
It was a YouTube Red show, so that's probably why.
Oh, that's Jesus Christ.
Wow.
YouTube Red shows are weird because it's like, hey, creators, do you want to give all the resources you want? And it's like, the only show I watched there was like Minefield, and Vsauce videos are already high quality as is. So it's like,
Yeah.
how much extra do you need?
Yeah, my videos are high quality. Why don't I get a YouTube Red show, bitch?
Did YouTube Red have any animated shows?
I think
No.
Yeah. Didn't they?
Did they?
Like two. It was like this Robin Hood thing that was CG. We watched it briefly, Daft.
Oh, Sherwin.
Yeah.
God,
Oh, I've never heard of this.
that show must have been so bland that I forgot all about it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Dallas and Robo. Apparently that was a
I think that was on like
YouTube Red one.
Sci-Fi or something. Also,
it says right here, YouTube Red's new animated show. And it
Dal-
shows Dallas and Robo.
Dallas and Robo.
It's on the wrestling channel.
Yeah, Wrestlers also like animation.
Yay.
Yeah,
W-
there's
Was not.
Yeah, like Camp.
one
No, I
of
just wasn't
wrestling
expecting
cartoons.
it.
Just like Camp WWE.
John Cena and Kat Dennings and Dallas and Robo.
What the
Censored.
Hell
heck?
yeah.
He was in that. He was the robot, right?
He was the Robo.
John Cena was a robot the whole time?
I'm kind of looking at this. It looks like a Disney XD show.
Oh, yay. I think it's actually by the guy, one of the writers that did Code Monkeys, Minority Team. I talked with him for the Minority Team video, one of the guys. broken
Minority.
code. Yeah. What other questions?
We actually got a couple of these other questions right here.
I feel like we barely answered that question.
I don't know. I can't think of any ripoffs right now.
For some reason, when I was a kid, I thought Skunk Fu was a ripoff of Kung Fu Panda.
I guess I
was-
can not see that.
It probably was.
It was just that era of like everything having to do kung fu stuff, you know?
Marley
But it was
asks.
kung fu fighting.
This is an interesting question. Question to everyone. Favorite not safe for work artist? Mine is Magudan. It's like Panda's a lot of not safe for work artists.
Herney's pretty good. Kind of Herney art. Gotta think.
Herney Ed?
Herney Ed. Yeah, that guy.
He makes some good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm blanking. If you're listening to this and you draw not safe for work, you're my favorite artist.
Yay.
Keep it up.
That's a perfect answer.
I
'Cause
hope
I don't know how I'm supposed to answer this question.
John Angershausen. I pronounced that very correctly. What exactly is City of Heroes? You've mentioned a few times.
Oh, what? You don't know? You can't just Google it yourself? But anyway, it was an MMORPG from 2005 or so. It's, you know, like World of Warcraft, but you play as a superhero in a city, and you gotta protect it. And what was cool is that, unlike other games, all the customization, instead of just being like loot pickups for customization, like different helmets or shirts or whatever, you could just customize your hero straightforward and just start from there. Yeah.
So was it DC? Was it Marvel? Was
Oh, no, it
just
was-
something.
City of Heroes was its own thing, but they did get into a lawsuit with Marvel because too many players were making knockoffs of Marvel characters, I guess, or something. I don't know, but point is, there was a Razor Claw ability that was just straight up Wolverine's claws.
Apparently, looking up in 2019, they just gave out the source code,
Oh boy, yeah.
and it revived the interest a little bit. And as of October 2022, that's 2 months ago, NCSoft has not moved to have servers based on the source code shut down.
Nah,
So they're like, I don't
They're
care.
cool.
Keep it up.
yeah. I don't got a PC, but I would love to play that. Yeah, but
It's on macOS.
oh boy, but yeah,
It's time.
it would be great to have a modern, like, create your own superhero sort of RPG. Yeah. Whether it be online or that pseudo online thing that stupid games are
But at
doing.
one point, it's just like, how many superheroes can you have in one city? And it's just like, there's 80.
Well,
Thousands.
there's bound to be a bunch of super villains too, and if everyone's super, no one is, and everyone's just like fight out in the streets. It's a gang war. It's a race war. Yeah.
There's got to
It's
be
just not
like,
the race war.
there's got to be like one server that just has 100 superheroes and one villain,
Oh no.
and they all just wait to gang up on him and murder him every time.
Oh,
They just
yes.
jump him.
Fucking ratio his ass.
He's just trying to do groceries. It's like, there he is. Just
Yeah,
stomp on
fuck
him.
him up. We don't care if he's reformed. Kick his ass.
Don't give him back.
We know what
Take
you.
his shoes. Take his shoes.
Yeah, we know what you did 5 years ago, dipshit. Yeah.
I recently rewatched The Batman, and at the very end, you notice what's much, Catwoman says, I want to go see Bloodhaven. And it's just like, are things just called that and no one bats an eye? Like, I want to move to a place called Bloodhaven. That seems like a nice place for my family.
Yeah.
Definitely not full of crime and
That's-
murders
that's
and villain.
fine.
Would you move there, Jake?
What could go wrong? There's a
Bloodhaven?
place.
To where?
There's a place called Hell's
Bloodhaven?
Kitchen in New York. You know, I think that's for cooking.
But-
I'm not sure if that's true or not.
Was it based on the show?
No, it came first, and then that's where like Daredevil and Luke Cage hang out.
Like IRL, like Daredevil's a real person?
Well, it's a real place, but like Daredevil isn't real. But the place he lives in is. It's New York.
Yeah, you know what? Despite your very pessimism that he doesn't exist, I guess we could find him.
Yeah.
We could bring him to
Do y'all
justice.
have any like weird, funny names that like of towns that you like live near?
Nah.
Long Island is just full of funny named towns.
I call it Schlong Island.
Yeah, it's like a question to be like, hey, let's pinpoint your location. Let's
Yeah.
try and focus on like what's some
Hey,
local restaurants you go to, like very local, no chain restaurants.
what's color your house?
What's your zip code?
When do you sleep?
BB the Gamer 01. Question. What are your overall thoughts on web pilots that later become series on YouTube or any services? P.S. My current favorite is Murder Drones.
Murder
Ooh, murder
drones.
drones.
Is that the one I saw? Murder drones? Hang on. Oh yeah,
So,
I
so
saw
their
that.
question is, what do you think of shows that get a series?
Well, I mean, I guess online shows that get a series like, damn, that's hard to manage, but that's pretty cool. Like that's what I hope
Positively?
for Loki, where it's like Loki IRL is so cheap to make, yet it looks more expensive than it actually looks. So it's like that's the goal. I don't know. But it's a fuck around. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's cool. Bivsy's cool.
I like it when shows get more.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna, you know what? Okay. I'm gonna assume they're asking about like things that become
Hell of a
shows.
boss.
But I can only think of Hell of a Boss and
Yeah,
Murder Jones is the glitch thing.
I don't know if I only saw one episode of Murder that robot thing. Murder what was it called? Murder bots.
Murder Drones.
Murder Drones. Episode 2 dropped recently, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, oh, okay.
I watched that. That was pretty interesting.
There's just like this one. There's like this like one artist that I think of that just my style is like 2000s like cartoons. They go by like what was his name? Ajmarekart, and they like have this thing called Murphy and Mitzi, and it's like a really cool like.
Oh yeah, I follow.
Oh,
that
I
guy.
follow them on Twitter. I know
Yeah,
of them.
AJ Merrick art. I follow. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen these.
I sometimes forget how to
Murphy
spell
and
his
Mitzi, that
name,
sounds
so
familiar.
it's just like,
It's
I guess I'll remember it sometime later.
yeah. You gotta come if you're making an online presence. You gotta come up with a name that's easy to remember.
Oh, I know this. Yeah, okay, I know this animator. Yes.
Also, I wasn't thinking of Murder Drones. I was thinking of Meta Runner, also made by Glitch.
Cool.
Like that's something I want to see. Like I hope they succeed.
I
Because
think one of my favorites is Ollie and Scoops.
Oh, how could I forget Ollie and Scoops? Even though I just did Ollie and Scoops.
Scoop up my corpse. Yeah.
They're funny. I like that.
The animation's pretty
Oh
good.
yeah, I remember the creator also made the another show for I think DreamWorks' YouTube called Too Loud about these two big-headed twins, and there was like this weird Watch Mojo type thing or some random top 10 thing calling this show a ripoff. It's like a Loud House, all because it has the word loud in it.
I did think it was a little confusing because like the loud thing in the name and the character designs have me like,
Oh, the white hair,
it's
yeah.
very so like it's so surface level, but
Surface
like,
level, yeah.
But it's like, when did The Loud House release?
Like 2015, 16.
2016.
Yeah.
And Too Loud was 2017.
Yeah.
So if it was around the same time, I get. But in Too Loud, the boy character is more of a yellowish hair, yellowish white.
Mm-hmm.
If we went,
mhm.
oh god, I remember I was painting a house or whatnot, and there's like a shit ton of whites, and the way that light reflects off it makes it look weird sometimes. And it's like, oh, you sure you want to do white for this?
Oh.
Sure, we don't want to try like a blue,
I believe it.
like a red. Nope, it's got to be milk white, which is different from eggshell white, which is different from sun-kissed blue white, which is different
Fuck does
from
any of that
grass
mean?
white. It's, I don't know, painting is weird.
Yeah.
You ever paint this shit, Pan? Like
no.
a fence or
I'm
a
not
wall?
Tom Sawyer. It ain't no fun in like painting a fence.
What about you, Jake? You ever painted a thing?
We got chain links. We don't need fences.
Not since I was really way young.
Wait, you have chain link fences?
I don't know. Possibly.
You can paint those.
We need.
Spray paint.
Yeah.
Just
Cool.
add some fake rust so no one comes into your house. It's like, oh,
Ah!
use some rusty things. What about you,
Yeah.
Nay? You ever painted stuff?
Stay out of my apartment.
I just did some like watercolored recently. I was like I was just messing around. I was like, I haven't done watercolor in a while, and I was like making little drawings with watercolor.
I always think about trying to mix colors in paint programs. It's not accurate, if that makes sense. Like if you try and paint something in Paint Tool Sai or Photoshop, the colors kind of mix well together, but there isn't like, maybe I'm blanking on the name of it, but there isn't like a good painting program for watercolors just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would take a lot of computing power.
Yeah, and I think there was this one new one, something Rebel something that recently had a sale.
Rebel Taxi?
Nah, not Taxi. Some number. I have to find the
Rebel Oh, AI art. You know that app
No.
that turns your face to anime?
Yeah.
There are two things we get to talk about,
Oh,
and Jake gets to pick the first thing we talk about.
Get that trash out of here.
Oh, there's two things? Hold on, what are the options?
So you either get to talk about the racism, or the fact that if you upload a picture, they now own it.
Huh?
Which one do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the racism one. That one.
Oh, that was mine, but okay, you can. Okay, I guess you, even though you have no authority.
you wait. Look, it's your fault. You're the one who offered it.
Yeah, I should have went first. It's fine, go.
I know that particular AI website was trained for like anime and Japanese whatever, but it's still a little egregious that every single time a person's put through it, it lightens their skin a ton.
Oh no.
And to some instances, it's turned drawings of black characters into monkeys. So it's doing great.
And they use the what was it? The most anime-ish whitest features.
Yeah.
Because I know there are some ones that work, but like this picture I'm showing right here, they have Nikocado Avocado, and they didn't know how to draw a fat person, so they just gave him a lot of abs. And said that's basically the same picture, and it's like, no, it's not.
See, but like the AI keeps making that same white person. It keeps making the same like person with the black hair that is stylized exactly like that. It's almost like Joker, except they whitewash Joker somehow.
It keeps happening.
There is no freedom.
The second thing is a very scary long legal thing. It's like, hey, if you give us this, it's ours. We can transfer it to anyone. We can sell it to anyone. We can use this in media and promotion. It's our picture now, and it's like
now. Here's what I'm trying to understand. What is the specifics of what they said? Because if you're putting random images in there that you don't own, how are they supposed to legally be able to use it?
Well, that's the interesting part.
That doesn't make sense.
They don't.
So then it's that rule is void and mute anyways.
It's weird legalese. With if cases like the ARs that people constantly upload, or you remember the Wumbo.ai that people just upload stuff?
Yeah.
It's like, don't use your face. Maybe we should have read this a bit more. Maybe we shouldn't have been as trusting.
Not hop onto the bandwagon so quickly.
Yeah, it's like those Twitter circle things. Not Twitter circle itself, but like the Twitter circles where you log in and it says, here are your favorites as people. And it's like 2 weeks later, oh yeah, the hackers can steal your account information if you sign up with this thing. And it's like, we should probably stop doing these things.
Oh yeah, those. I never liked any of those because they required me to sign in. Or if they asked me to sign in, I was like, oh no, that's how you get hacked.
Yeah, every mobile game, I gotta sign in as guest so I can be like a random jumble of numbers.
But what if I want to hang out with you at Raid Shadow Legends? What if I want to hang out with you?
Yay. Golly, yeah, join my guild.
This podcast is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
No, it's not. Not right now. It is.
No.
It is not.
No.
You know, if this podcast would be sponsored by Raid,
Noob Energy. Get your Noob Energy at
Noob
FYE and Spencer's Gifts. Yeah, FYE. Yeah,
I use the Neat microphone. It's great.
real friggin'
Neat
neato.
microphone.
Yeah, the bee stuff. Yeah.
There's a bee?
Yep, and that's the microphone. I use that. I never talked out specifics with them about how to promote it. They gave me a microphone, and I said, "This is great. Should I make a video or something?"
Get your clutching kiwi.
No, you're good. You know?
And it's just like, yeah, talk about it. And it's like, I want guidelines. What do I? Huh?
Citrus Burst. Get all your flavors of Noob Energy at Spencer's. Yeah.
It's hard to read the word citrusy
Uh-huh.
when you type it out, because I always read it as citrusy.
Citrusy. Yeah, when I was younger, I saw like tutorials in video games, and I thought it was pronounced tutorial.
I love the word tutorial.
Yeah, it's like Tootsie Roll or something.
It's like when you're
It's
what was it?
got 10 calories.
You ever seen advertisements where they're spoken in English, but you can tell the person reading it is only phonetically speaking it?
How so, phonetically?
Where they're reading out the thing, and it doesn't seem like they understand the connotations of what they're saying.
Uh-huh.
And so it just sounds like they're reading verbatim what's being said without understanding it.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going on. I'm sleepy.
Well, we gotta put Pan to bed. We're actually all in the same room, hovering over Pan. Pan's asleep,
Yeah.
trying to get asleep. He's got his warm
Actually
blankets, 3 pillows. What else do you see?
Yeah.
Jake, what else do you see that Pan has in his
There's
room?
his hand is in a bowl of water.
Empty cans of Noob Energy crushed about. Yeah.
There's a pungent smell in the corner. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's all.
So one hand's in a bowl of water, the other hand is in a bowl of Noob energy.
It's kind of funny though.
Oh yeah, gives me energy throughout the day. Although not this instance, I'm too sleepy.
You're the kind of person that drinks an energy drink and you fall asleep.
Yeah, true. That's how it works.
So maybe you shouldn't be promoting the drink and you fall asleep
it's
when drinking.
gamer
It's like
energy.
the opposite.
I'm a gamer.
Oh, yeah, because you're not gaming. That's why it's not working.
Yeah, I
clearly.
gotta save it for the game. I've gotta play .hack sign and pretend I'm in an MMORPG, but I'm not actually in an MMORPG.
But unfortunately for now, we gotta close this MMORPG and deplug for the Matrix.
Oh no.
Exactly true.
We goodbye, everybody. You gotta leave.
Goodbye. Bye.
See ya.
See you guys.
Hurry, Jimmy Neutron! You're our only hope! Women.
Game Boy Advance Secret Code.